Hello everyone, welcome to Move It Workouts. Today's workout is yoga. We will be working on our upper body strength as well as our core strength today. So just before we begin, please ensure that if you have any mobility issues in your shoulders, that you want to move mindfully and slowly. And same for our core exercises, please make sure that you're not feeling any pain in your lower back. If you do, please lay out the exercise or just bring it to the easiest version that I'm going to instruct. Let's begin lying down on our mats. Gently hugging your knees into your chest and rocking very slowly from side to side, just allowing the mat to massage the lower back. Just giving the back a bit of a stretch here. Once you're ready, come into stillness on the mat. Step your feet onto the floor and allow the knees to open out to sides and allow your feet to come in towards each other. Now, as we allow the knees to fall deeper into the floor, you're going to start to feel your lower back lift off here. It should be a very gentle back bend, but if this is too much for you and you're not comfortable with this position, go ahead and step your feet into the floor. This will ensure that your lower back is on the mat. You can open your feet out wide, but if you're okay, just keep your knees out. Keep your feet in towards each other. Arms out at a 45-degree angle away from your body. Palms facing up. This is option number 1 for your arms. Option number 2, go ahead, place one hand onto your belly, one hand onto your chest. Option number 3, reaching both arms overhead, either shaking your own hands or you can grab opposite elbows and allow the shoulders to open. Start to bring awareness to your breath here as you inhale through the nose and exhale out through the nose. With every inhale, lift the chest a little bit higher. And as you exhale, pull the belly in towards the spine. Keep breathing, inhale. As you exhale, relax the knees down towards the floor a little bit more. 2 more deep inhales here. And exhale. 1 more deep inhale. And exhale. Wherever your hands are, let's place them on the outsides of your thighs and slowly start to push your knees in towards each other, stepping your feet onto the floor. Keeping your feet just like this, really ground your heels into the mat and feel your lower back press into the floor. Now extend your left leg out, hug your right knee into your chest. Just feeling a nice stretch in that lower back, in the hips, in the glutes. And slowly release that right leg, hug the left knee in towards your chest. Same thing, pulling the knee into the chest, keeping the right leg straight. Feeling a stretch in your hips, feeling compression in your hip flexors. And slowly relax. One more time, hug the right knee into the chest and see if it's comfortable for your neck for you to lift your nose towards the knees. By doing so, your shoulders come off the mat. Your lower back and your mid back are still on the floor. Now pull the knee closer in towards the nose. Can you crunch it up even more? Breathe here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly inhale, lower the head and shoulders down. Release that right leg down towards the floor. On your next exhale, hug the left knee into the chest and see if you can do the same thing. Lifting your head and shoulders off, bring your nose towards the knees. Keeping your mid back and your lower back on the floor. Stay here for another 3. Pull yourself in closer. 2. 1, inhale, slowly release, extend that left leg all the way down towards the mat. Check in with your body. If you're feeling fine, let's go. Hug your right knee into your chest, squeeze the nose towards the knee, inhale, extend everything down. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. We're starting to fire up the core very slowly but surely. Keep breathing. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Now as we extend, do not let go of the abdominal muscles. Keep them tight. Keep your body really, really strong. Do not collapse like this and come down. You want to keep that lower back pressing into the floor at all times. If your neck starts to feel a bit of a strain, pull your tongue up towards the roof of your mouth and see how that feels. Or maybe just don't lift your head off that much. Now, you can choose to keep going with this. Your core should be burning by now. Option number 2, do not let the head come down fully and extend your arms overhead as you inhale. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, exhale, crunch it in. Let's go for another 10 more. 10, 9, inhale. 8, I almost forgot how to count. 7, 6, I can feel it. 5, I'm burning right along with you. 4, 3, inhale. 2, last one, come on. Exhale and relax. Take a moment here. Step your feet into the floor. Press your feet into the mat. Feel your lower back press into the floor. You can shake your head left to right. Just release the neck muscles here for a second. And when you're ready, hug your knees into your chest one more time. Gently rocking side to side again. And when we are ready, allow the legs to come up towards the ceiling. Flex the toes down towards your face. If you need to, keep the knees bent, but make sure that the heels stack over the hips. If it's very hard for you to keep your feet up, grab behind your thighs. Breathing here for another 3, 2. Now pull yourself up. Lift the nose towards the toes. Drop that left leg down and pull your right leg in towards you. And as we inhale, we switch. Exhale, pull. Inhale, switch. Exhale, pull. And switch. Keep breathing. Every time you inhale, you're switching legs. Exhale, you pull the leg in more. Even if you're just grabbing behind the thigh, this works as well. Keep the chest up. Keep the nose going towards the front. Keep breathing. We got this. For another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug the knees in. Gently rock from side to side. You should feel yourself burning up by now. You should get a little bit of sweat going. Body should be quite warm. From here, you have 2 options. One, you're just going to roll onto your side and push yourself up into a seated position. Option number 2, you're going to rock yourself up 3 times. 1, 2, until you come into a seated position. And 3, all the way up. Good job. Rolling onto all fours position, wherever you are. Hands directly underneath the shoulders. Knees directly underneath the hips. Let's stretch out the wrists here. Let's sink back into a child's pose, and then as we exhale, we lean forward. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, lean forward. 2 more times. Keep breathing. Last one. Come back to center, and let's sway left and right, stretching out the other sides of your wrists. You can lift one hand off at a time and power through the shoulder with the hand that's on the floor. And when you're ready, slowly come back to center. Untuck the toes, sit onto your heels, placing the backs of your hands onto the mat, fingertips pointing back. Round your shoulders up. Tuck your chin in towards the chest if your neck allows. And just stretch the back of your forearms here. Very nice job. Coming into our tabletop position. Coming into cat and cow. Inhale, drop the belly down, looking up towards the ceiling, cow pose. Exhale, curling under. Chin towards the chest, cat spine, round your back. Inhale, drop the belly down, looking forward and up. Exhale, curling it under. Chin towards the chest. One more time, inhale, drop the belly down, looking up towards the ceiling. One last time, rounding the back under, coming into cat spine. Now we're going to do this on just the one hand. So come line onto your right fingertips and press firmly into your left palm. How does that feel for your left shoulder? Are you okay? You should feel your core firing up here. You should feel your shoulder working. I want you to push your hand away from you. As we inhale, we swing the right fingertips forward and up and follow the natural curvature of your spine. As we exhale, swing the fingertips down and reach it towards the back Round your back, press into your left hand. You got this. Inhale, let's swing it forward, all the way up. If your hand is really long like mine, you can go ahead and make a fist, just so your fingertips don't graze the mat. Round the back, reach it back. One more time, inhale, reach all the way up. Keep powering through the left hand. Exhale, curling it under. Chin into towards the chest, cat. And come back to center. Shake the left hand out, good job. Switching over to the right side, come light onto the left fingertips. Power through the right hand. Feel the extension in the arm. Feel your core solidify here. Inhale, raise the left hand up, following the natural curvature of your spine as you cow pose. Exhale, curling it under, fingertips down towards the floor and reach back, cat. Inhale, reaching all the way up. Press into that right hand. Exhale, curling it under. Really press into the hand. One more time, inhale all the way up. And exhale, curling it under. And slowly come back to your natural tabletop. Shake your right hand out for a second here. All right, from here, we're gonna tuck the toes under, round the shoulders up towards the ceiling. We're gonna give ourselves a core and shoulder burner. Tuck your toes under, lift the knees off, get your shins parallel to the floor. And just stay here. We're gonna stay for the next 10. 9, round your shoulders up more. 8, 7, push the floor away from you. 6, squeeze the thighs in towards each other. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step your right leg all the way back, left leg all the way back. Inhale, lift your hips up and back, stay on your tiptoes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good job. All right, let's make sure that our ears are not close to the shoulders in our downward facing dog. So if you feel a lot of tension in the neck, relax the shoulders here. Good. Tuck your ribs in. Press your fingers, especially your thumb and your index finger, into the floor. And now can we try to straighten the legs without moving the bum forward, without moving the shoulders forward. So keep your shoulders and your armpits pushing towards your thighs. Stay here. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Inhale, look up between the hands. Walk your feet step by step all the way towards the top of the mat. Keep your knees as soft as you need to. Inhale, halfway lift fingertips onto the shins. Back is flat, chest forward. Exhale, let's fold. One more time. Inhale, lift, straighten the legs as much as you can. Shoulders away from the ears. Using your toes to grip the mat, let's raise the right bicep by your ear. Left bicep by your ear. Feel the hamstrings working. Breathe. 2, 1. Hands onto your hips. Inhale, come all the way into a standing position. Beautiful, very nice here. Inhale, raise your hands to cactus arms. Biceps by your sides and your elbows are in line with your shoulders. Step your feet in towards each other. You can give a slight gap between the legs if you need to. And now as we inhale, can we pull the elbows back and push the chest forward and up. Exhale, we curl the back and bring the forearms in towards each other, gazing down. Inhale, open the chest, lift the sternum. Exhale, round the back. One more time, inhale, lift all the way up. Stay here, or reach your fingertips down towards the floor, palms face out and up. Very nice. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Hands onto your hips. And we're gonna exhale, bend the knees and fold all the way down one more time. Fingertips onto the floor. Press your palms into the mat. Step your left leg all the way towards the back of the mat. Staying high on your hips, so make sure your hips are not sinking down. Keep the hips high, hands onto your hips. Focus on one point, ground through the feet. Very slowly step into that right foot and lift your chest up. Crescent lunge, beautiful. Breathing here for 3, 2, and 1. Left hand down, right hand up towards the ceiling. Can you lift your left hip a bit higher so you're stepping more into the big toe side of your right foot. Beautiful. Now options to stay here. Options to face the palm towards the back wall. Turn your thumb away from you, coming into a half bind. Roll that right shoulder open.
Stay strong in the feet so you're not dumping all the way into your left hand. Breathe. 2 and 1. Lift your left heel super high. Drop the left heel over to the left side. Yes. All right, step your right foot in the middle of the mat, coming into our side plank. Now, some of us might start to feel really unstable here. Go ahead, lower yourself down to the floor. Place your left forearm, fingertips pointing in the same direction as your chest. Come onto your forearm instead. Let's lift that right hand high up towards the ceiling. Those of you on your hands, you're going to stay strong in your hands. Breathe here. Step more into the feet. 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hip down towards the floor. Reach your right fingertips for your foot. And then when you're ready, exhale, lift all the way up. Fingertips go overhead. If this is not comfortable for your shoulder, raise it up here. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale all the way up. One more time, inhale all the way down. Exhale all the way up. Staying here. Option 1. Option 2, lift that right heel off the mat. Option 3, can you step your right foot in front of your left foot? Hold. 2 and 1. Lower the left hip down towards the floor. Step that right foot back in towards the middle of the mat. Come onto your hands. Pivot yourself forward. Step your left foot all the way forward, coming to a forward fold. Good job. Breathing here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. This time, inhale, step your right foot all the way towards the back of the mat. All right. Find your focal point. Squeeze the legs tight. Keep the hips high. Hands onto the hips. Press through that front leg. Lift your chest up. Staying here, breathe. For another 5 in your crescent lunge. 3, 2, and 1. This time, right hand down towards the floor. Left hand up towards the ceiling. Now lift that right hip up higher so you're stepping more into the big toe side of your left foot. Breathe. You got this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lift that right heel super high. Drop it over to the right side, coming into your side plank. Step your left foot in the middle of the mat. Stay strong in the right hand. Again, if it's too much for you, come onto your right forearm. If not, just stay on your right hand. Breathe. For another 3. Step more into the feet. Take weight off the hand. 2. And 1. Lower your right hip all the way down towards the floor. Reach for your right foot. Left hand all the way back. And then when you're ready, exhale, reaching up and overhead. Again, if your shoulder doesn't allow you to do this, keep your hand pointing up towards the ceiling. And let's lower down. Inhale. Exhale up. And inhale down. And exhale up. One more time. Inhale down. Exhale up all the way up. Staying here. Option 1. Option 2, lift that left heel off. Option 3, step that left heel in front of your right toes. Breathe. Woo. 2 and 1. Step that left foot back into the middle of the mat. Hands down towards the floor. This time, drop your knees down. Sit onto your heels. Stretching the back of your wrists. Fingertips pointing towards the back of your mat. And just feel that wrist press into the floor. Stay. 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Coming into our forearms. Just going to do one really quick drill. Your hands are in towards each other. You're interlacing your hands, or your palms can be flat on the floor. Option number 1, you are going to stay on your knees at all times, and you're going to rock side to side here. All right, there's a tendency for us to drop into our lower back. So what's more important is I want you to make sure that your shoulders are stacked over your elbows at all times. If you feel okay, tuck the right toes under, left toes under, lift the knees off, hips high, drop the hips over to the right, inhale back to center. And left, and center. Keep breathing, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, don't collapse down. 5, keep pushing away. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come back to center. Step that right foot in, left foot in, right foot out, left foot out, left foot in, right foot in, left foot out, right foot out. One more time. Right foot in, left foot in, right foot out, left foot out. Last time. Left foot in, right foot in, left foot out, right foot out. Drop your knees down. Rest. Child's pose. You can allow your hands to reach forward, or you can have them by your sides, palms facing up. This allows your shoulders to rest a little bit more. Staying here for another 3, 2, and 1. Slowly grabbing onto your own heels. Pull yourself all the way into a kneeling position. Sitting up tall. I'm sweating buckets right now. All right, from here, raise your hands up overhead and interlace your fingers overhead. Release your index finger and your thumb, coming into a gun position. Stretching all the way over to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale all the way to the left. Inhale back to center. Keeping your fingers interlaced fully. Flip your palms up. And come into a nice stretch, reaching your tailbone down towards the heels, palms up towards the ceiling. And slowly release. Walk yourself all the way out. Lay your belly and your chest onto the mat. Forearms down, elbows directly underneath the shoulders. Sitting up tall. If this is not comfortable for you, go ahead, fold your hands underneath your chin. If you are okay to rest in your Sphinx Pose, go ahead. Breathing here, opening your collarbones forward. Lift your sternum. What do I mean by lift my sternum? Just lift your ribcage super high up into your chest. You're going to feel that engagement in the lower belly. Breathe. 2. And 1. Now look beyond your right shoulder towards your right toes. Squeeze your heel in towards the bum and use this as your active stretch. We're not going to grab the foot today. We're just going to keep squeezing the heel in towards the bum. Breathe. Feel the hamstrings work. Lift your chest open more. 2. And 1. Slowly release. Switching over to the other side. Let's look past that left shoulder. Look towards the left toes. Squeeze the heel in towards the bum. Breathe here. For another 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Fold your hands underneath your chin and take a nice rest here. One more shoulder stretch. Fingertips out off the mat onto the floor. Inhale, lift your chest very lightly. Drop your right ear towards the mat and drop your right shoulder down towards the floor. So you're going to feel this in the front of your shoulder. Slowly inhale, come back up. Switch to the other side. Left shoulder, left ear down to the middle of the mat. Even if it doesn't touch, it's okay. Slowly inhale, coming back up. And let's place the hands onto the floor. Roll onto your backs. Lying down, hugging your knees into your chest. My sweat is going all over my face. You guys worked really hard. I tried to keep up with you. Oh, gently rocking side to side. Stepping your left foot down, right ankle on top of your left thigh. Hugging your knee into your chest. Coming into a reclined pigeon.
Keeping the ankle on top of the thigh, step that left foot down and drop your legs over to the left side. So your right foot's going to step over to the left. If this is okay for you, you're going to stay here. If you want more, go ahead and allow that right knee, right big toe just to rest down onto the floor. Shoulders are on the mat. Don't let the right shoulder lift off. Breathe. 2 and 1. Slowly coming back to center. Switching to the other side, stepping your right foot into the mat. Left ankle on top of your right thigh. Pull your knee into your chest, coming to your reclined pigeon. Slowly release. Keep stepping that right foot into the floor, ankle still on the thigh. Drop everything over to the right side. Again, if this is comfortable for you, you're going to stay here. If not, allow your left knee to come down towards the floor for a deeper stretch. Make sure your left shoulder does not come off the mat. Slowly coming back to center, hugging your knees in towards your chest, gently rocking side to side. Extending your left leg out. Keep your right knee hugged into your chest. Option 1, bringing your right knee in towards your right armpit. Option 2, left hand onto the left thigh. Right hand grabbing behind your ankle or grabbing for the big toe side of your foot with your peace fingers and pulling your right knee over to the right side of the mat, coming into a half happy baby. If you want a little bit more, maybe see if you can straighten that right leg. Oof. Slowly coming back to center. Pull the knee into the chest one more time. And slowly release. Hugging your left knee into your chest. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, you're going to bring your left knee into your left armpit. Next one, right palm onto your thigh. You can grab behind your calf, behind your ankle, or big peace fingers grabbing onto your big toe, pulling your left knee over to the left side, coming to half happy baby. Slowly release, hugging your knee into your chest one more time. And slowly extend your left leg all the way out. Opening your feet as wide as the mat. Toes rolling out and away from each other, palms facing out, fingers curled naturally. Just gonna stay here for the next 1 minute. Just allowing your body to reset on the mat. Allow your spine to reset. Inhaling through the nose. And with every exhale you take, feel your body sink further into the mat. Taking a nice long inhale and exhale. Sliding your feet in towards each other. Reaching your arms overhead to give a nice long stretch. And exhale, relax. Hugging your knees into your chest one at a time. And rolling over to your favorite side, doesn't matter if it's right or left. Using your arm as a pillow for your head. Resting in a fetal position. And when you are ready, pushing yourself up into a seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. Hands onto your knees. Inhale, raise your hands up towards the ceiling. And exhale, fingertips by your sides, beside your hips. Let's stretch out the shoulders here. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Walk your fingertips away from you. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. One more deep inhale. Exhale, rolling your chin down towards the chest. As you inhale, you roll your left ear towards your left shoulder. As you exhale, roll your chin down towards the chest. Inhale, bring your head back to neutral spine, gently gazing up towards the ceiling. Raising your hands all the way up, take a nice long inhale. Exhale, palms to touch in the center of your chest. If you are not comfortable with this, go ahead and place your hands onto your knees. If not, join me. A gentle bow to your hearts. Thank you so much for powering through. Namaste. Everyone is encouraged to do 30 minutes of physical activity daily. So stay home, but don't let that get in the way of you staying active. See you in my classes, and this is where you can find out when more sessions are happening. My name is Sarah. Thank you so much for joining me today, and have a great week.